We are with Paolo Gregoletto. Hi Paolo, how are you?
Very good. How are you?
Come stai?
Good, good. Very good.
No, answer in Italian.
Oh man, getting put on the spot. Bene. Bene. Yeah. My dad should have taught me better, so.
How's this going?
Good, good. Just today's our last show of our tour in Europe. It wasn't a long tour, but we fly to Australia next, so we're kind of in the middle of packing all of our gear and also preparing for the show tonight.
It was long, but it gives you a lot of satisfaction.
Well, to go.
The tour.
Oh yeah, it's been great. I wish we could go a couple more weeks. There's a few places we're not playing that I know a lot of people are pretty bummed out about, but we'll get back in the summer. We're doing festivals, so hopefully we can get to more places then.
Let's start from the scenery of this tour because it's really particular. The scenario. What exactly is on the stage?
Oh, of the stage?
Yeah.
Well, when we got the artwork from Brent White, we were just pretty blown away that it was kind of a sci-fi theme, and what we wanted to do was kind of make it more three-dimensional. Instead of just having the backdrop and just, ramps in front, we wanted it to be kind of layers. So the rock kind of formation is, if you're looking at the album cover, it's sort of like making it pop out of the backdrop and just be more three-dimensional. And we found a really amazing company in Germany that does sort of like theatrical style stage props. They've done stuff for Amon Amarth, Creator. Those were some of the bands we saw some of their stuff on stage. We're like, wow, that looks incredible. So we wanted to do something a little bit different instead of just the typical just cabinets on stage or just scrims, just invest a little bit in the stage show.
Is it right at some moment something begins to fall from above, just like snow maybe?
Oh yeah, we were in the UK, we had snow machines, and it was really cool. It looked great out front. We had a couple Spinal Tap moments on the tour, but I think most people didn't really see those, but it was cool. It was something different, and we wanted to make the middle of Shogun, since it was our first time playing it in the UK, we wanted to make it special and epic, like it was snowing on stage. So we tried it out. It was really interesting.
It was cool, yeah. Oh, I noticed that in this album there are more vocal. I have to read because it's difficult. I noticed that in this album there are more vocal parts entrusted to you, maybe to give the choirs much melody, maybe to clean them from the hardness of the past. Is correct?
Yeah, I mean, everything on the album is Matt. Matt does all the vocals on this CD. I think with working with David Draymond, he just pushed Matt as a vocalist and pushed him, with melodies and even with the screaming as well. I mean, since day one, Corey and I have always kind of done the backing parts. I think just as we've progressed, we've added more melody into the singing. I think Matt's become a better vocalist every time we've recorded an album, and then a lot of the backing vocals, or most of them, usually fall on me for the clean stuff, and Corey takes the extra screaming where, Matt physically can't sing all the parts or scream all the parts. So that's how we've been doing it, and it's been fun to do these songs live. They're a challenge for me, even as a vocalist. I've always considered myself a vocalist second, bassist first, but I've had to really take care of my voice a lot better and just be on top of it more to pull off some of the newer stuff.
Because we can hear your voice very clear, maybe in Strife or Vengeance Falls.
It's definitely not the normal backing vocals that are just kind of off in the distance. So, now that I have to kind of do those harder backup vocals, it requires a little bit more on my end to, not stay up super late drinking every night. As much as I'd love to do that, have to watch it.
You said David Draymond. How was to work with him?
It was great. I mean, he's a super cool dude. Not only did we get along with him and work well with him in the studio, he was just fun to hang out with. So, it was great. Just like hanging out with a friend. And we just happened to be making a record, and we had a good time working with him. It was cool, to see his insight on how he views music, how he views heavy music. And that's one thing I always love is every time you go into record a new record, especially if you're working with different people, everyone's a little bit different with how they approach things, and you can learn a lot from them. And we've had the privilege of working with a lot of great producers and mixers, and it's cool to just get their insight on those things.
Let's talk about the set list. We have 4 tracks, I think, from the new album, and then the most loved ones, and then the surprise of all this yesterday. It's the first time that it's played live.
Yeah, we weren't planning on playing that on this tour until we started rehearsing, and Nick and Corey started jamming the song just by chance. Oh, power outage. Sorry. Yeah, whatever. And they started jamming the song, and it sounded really, really great. And we decided that let's play it on the tour. It was as simple as that. And we'd never played it before. And now we're playing it. We're like, probably should have done this in the past. It would have been a lot of fun.
I love it. And
yeah, it's fun to play. It's fun to play live.
Okay, let's talk about the DVD live. What's the truth about this one?
Yeah, that came about sort of last minute. Killswitch and us both decided we were going to film the show at the Brixton Academy. So we each filmed our sets. It was like a pro shot footage. I haven't seen any yet. We also got some of our own footage, so I don't know when we will release it, what we'll do with it. I'm hoping to release it as like a DVD, possibly, because we've never had anything that's like a show, like purely just a show DVD. So we'll see. I'm pretty sure it's going to turn out really good. We just have to get it mixed and edit it.
So it is for one show, not for the whole tour?
No, it was just the one show, but we do have a lot of footage from the whole tour. So we might add in some extra stuff like that. Yeah.
This one? Maybe the one of tonight?
Yeah. I don't know who's filming it tonight. We had a... Yeah. All right. Yeah, send us the footage.
Okay. Yeah, last time that you were in Italy, last August, I remember that you were surprised by the crowd when you started to play Strife, because the album wasn't released yet, and people started to sing with you with the guitar, and it was a very magical moment.
That's one thing that I think Italian crowds are definitely known for, is, you know, singing the musical parts, singing the riffs, and just anytime we play here, the crowds are always some of the best in the world. Just very passionate about music and love coming out to shows, and we always have a fun time playing here. So I'm glad ending here, you know, because I know the crowd's going to be such a great.
It will be a real intense summer for you, the tour, festivals, stuff like that. But this is the last time that we see you in Italy in this 2014?
As of now, I don't know if we're playing here again, but it could always change. And we're going to be back in the summer for festivals in Europe, so there's always a chance we could play maybe another city. Sometimes, like we did last summer, I think we played a city not outside of Milan, and you know, maybe something different this time.
Wow. Maybe you can admit that you have to go to and visit your relatives.
Yeah, we've played Treviso before, and that was close to where they live, so maybe this time we'll swing through there, hopefully, and then they can come out to the show again.
Yeah. Okay, the serious question, the most serious question is, you know, guys, that Paolo has a wonderful cat, so how's Mr. Brown?
Well, he was sick for a while, which was kind of sucked, but we have nursed him back to health, or I should say my mom did, so he's doing better. You know, it sucks when your animals get sick, because animals they're better than people. So you know, and I think people were actually genuinely worried about him, and it was cool to see. You know, I think it's funny. You know, I post in the pictures and stuff all the time, but it's kind of funny. People have like a weird connection with him, and they're always asking about him. So he's kind of become somewhat of a celebrity. Yeah. And I think he's surpassed me, because
he has a page on Twitter.
No, I just post a lot of stuff on my own stuff, and people seem to like that more than when I post my own pictures. So I think he is taken over for me as the most famous one in the household.
Yeah. Is it right that a lot of people is asking how Mr. Brown was instead of caring of you?
Well, pretty much when we do meet and greets for Trivium World, I get more presents for him than for me. So that's how it is.
Yeah, I was about to buy something to him.
Yeah, I already have. I have like a bag full of gifts for him. So
projects for the future.
What's that?
Projects for the future.
Besides touring, we've been writing music we don't have like any set plans for when we'll do our next album, but we're always writing. We have a lot of stuff, old and new actually, which is kind of cool. So when we were on break for Christmas, we're all writing stuff, and the last few weeks we've kind of been looking through old demos that we didn't use for whatever reason. There's actually quite a few things that we might use, rework now that we have Nick in the band, and you know, it's stuff that even had vocals. So we'll see where it goes. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get something out before then, maybe a song or something. I don't know.
I saw that you posted on Instagram a few videos of guitar recordings. Are you thinking about a solo project, or is something for Trivium?
Just all Trivium at the moment. I don't know if I could do a solo thing right now with all the Trivium stuff. It's a pretty full-time job. We tour a lot, and I don't know. I haven't really felt like I needed to do anything outside of Trivium yet. You know, maybe one day. I wouldn't mind guesting on something, but I don't think I would do a full solo project. I don't think there's real market for that at the moment. So I enjoy writing for Trivium, and you know, it's nice to just focus on one thing.
If you need a singer, maybe call me.
Yeah, maybe. Ooh, girl singer.
I found the strike for me, the beating stop. No one to take away the pain. I feel like this search is all in vain. And I struggle.
Yeah. Okay, the interview is over. I'll give it to say hello. To
Like
our
an ID,
listeners.
yeah.
Metallus.
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 Metallus. Metallus. Metallus. I can't do the accent well.
Come on.
Metallus.
You can do it.
All right. Hey, it's Paolo from Trivium, and you're watching me on Metallus.